guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Alexis. I am currently a trainee in the Air Force Reserves, and in this video I'm going to share why I joined the Air Force Reserves. So in doing research about the reserves specifically, I did not see a lot of content on YouTube about it. I saw so much about active duty and their journey and their process, but not about the reserves. And at that, females talking about it. So I wanted to bring that content and share that with you guys. I'm going to document my journey. So this will be the first of a series of videos. I'm actually 3 days out from shipping to basic training. So I think this is a perfect time to kind of share why I joined, remind myself why I joined before I go into this very different environment, and hopefully bring some information to you guys that's helpful if you're on the fence as well. So a little bit about me. I am 24 years old. I don't have any children. I'm not married, but I'm also a dancer as well. And I'm based currently in Atlanta, Georgia. A little bit as far as my journey coming to this point, it also kind of ties into my reasons. The first reason why I joined is for security, stability. Like I said, I'm 24 years old. So the next phase of life is soon approaching, and I definitely want to dive into it after I complete my tech school training. And so I needed a way to feel stable, secure, a way to contribute to my future family, and this was the perfect choice. Okay. Previously, before joining the reserves, I was hopping around. For me, it's so important how I make my money versus how much I make. So I worked at Panera, I've worked at Omni Hotels, I've worked at X3 Sports, so martial arts gym, and I've been a nanny. All right. And I think the longest I've been at any one of those jobs is a year, and that was the most recent one as a nanny. Before that, it was like 6 months, you know. And so coming to this point in my life, I understand that that's not going to work. Like, you need to have stability in order to create something significant in your world. And so the Air Force Reserves was a great option as far as money goes, and they have so many other benefits: health insurance, education opportunities for you, your children, stuff like that as well. And I'll get more into the education piece in a second. So the first reason why was stability, security. I don't have to be bouncing around. I know that I have an income, and not only just in the military, but in the civilian sector as well. All the training I'm going to receive in my job transfers so well in the civilian world, and I'm actually in the medical field in the reserves, which is what I wanted. So medical professionals is something that's always needed in the civilian sector as well, so it's great. Second reason why I joined was flexibility. So I mentioned I'm a dancer. That is my passion. That's my first love. And I have a dream of having my own dance studio. So I have been trained for 15 plus years. If you bounce around on my channel, you'll see some dance videos here and there. And so I love it so much. And so I need the flexibility to be able to build a side income to do what I love. And so in the reserves, the commitment is typically 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks in the summer. Depending on what job you get, that can fluctuate, that can change. You can do certain things and kind of tailor it to your lifestyle, but that's like the standard commitment. And so with that, that gives me time to work in the civilian world and also do what I love and work on that passively too. So flexibility is huge for me. I like to be somewhat in control of my life and how I make moves. And so, for instance, in the reserves, you get to choose where you want to live. Okay? You can choose where you want to live. In active duty, they pick you up and put you where you're needed. In the reserves, you can choose where you want to live. So that's just another example of how that can give me the lifestyle that I'm looking for. So second reason why was flexibility. Third reason why was education. So in the military, they give you the resources and the tools to cover your education, which is huge, guys, because school is expensive. Okay, and that's the major reason why I stopped my education process after 2 years of college. I majored in dance in New York City, and I majored in dance while I was in Tampa, Florida. Both schools, I had to take out loans, which does not sit well with me. So I discontinued, figured out how to make money online, and then started doing all the jobs that I mentioned earlier. But now that I'm in the reserves, I have an opportunity to continue that education, get a degree in something that's going to align with my job as well, and it'd be covered. So huge advantage as well. Don't have to pay out of pocket for that if you're within like guidelines and all that stuff too. But yeah, so those are the 3 major reasons why I joined. If you're considering, if you have questions, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe, because like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be documenting my journey. And I also wanted to update you guys as far as where I'm at in my current process. So I am 3 days out from shipping to basic training, which is huge. So when I come back, the next video that you will see is me being an official airman, graduated from basic, and I'll be able to share that experience with you all. Also, I want to share a little bit more about my job. So I am a flight medic in the reserves. So basically, if you can imagine, it's an EMT, but on a plane. So I'll be doing a lot of traveling. I love travel. And I'll be stabilizing our people that we pick up, and stabilizing them so we can transfer them to the next facility or hospital. So a huge important role in the reserves that's going to be fulfilling, which is important to me, like I mentioned before. It's going to transfer well on the outside. It's going to provide security, education, and flexibility. So that's a little bit about my job. I'm super excited about that. But if you guys have any other questions as far as the process, I didn't know how much depth I should go into as far as like testing, ASVAB, MEPS, all of that stuff. If you have questions, let me know, because I've done all of that up until this point. So next time you see me, I would have graduated and continued and be placed in tech school. As far as length of time away, I feel like that was a huge concern for me as well, because I have a significant other, and being away from home and the timing and all of that is important to me. So just to give you an idea about my job, basic is about 7 or 8 weeks. So I go January 26th, I graduate March 19th, and then I start my first tech school March 26th. And that tech school is 100 days. So I'll be in Texas from the end of January till about summer. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a journey, but I'm excited about it. And I can't wait to update you guys as far as basic and how tech school is as well. But that's what I wanted to share in this video. Hopefully it was helpful. If you have questions, like I said, put them in the comments below. If you're on the fence, let me know. I don't think a lot of people know about the opportunity they have and the access they have when it comes to the reserves. I think everyone automatically assumes active duty and paints this picture in their head about active duty and fighting and being away and all of this stuff, but there is another option. So if you have questions, let me know. But again, subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys when I get